Now this is the fraud takes because these are frauds right here. Let me tell you.
I ain't
I had this fraud tape that I saw on the TV, and I looked at myself and I said, "What the fuck going?" Like, I know y'all. I don't know how y'all feel about this, but Keyshawn Johnson from The Speak, right? Mm-hmm. He said that, you know, because we talked about the NFC East. Now he thinks the Jets is really coming out on top.
Why the Jets?
Because he felt like Justin Fields might do something. The team is different. The coach, the atmosphere, and all this other stuff. And I said that was the first thing I ever fucking seen. Like we don't see the Bills over there. Like we don't see Josh Allen over there. Like Josh Allen takes, you know, to me he takes like people that's no name, and he make the playoffs. So you telling me that Justin Fields is going to take who?
Yeah, that's the fraud tape.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's Justin? I feel like y'all.
That's terrible.
But I don't watch Keyshawn. Keyshawn, you a fraud.
Yeah.
Listen,
fraud.
To be honest about it, the Jets got a crazy ass defense.
And we want y'all to ask questions too in the comments.
If y'all have any questions for us,
we answering all questions.
The Jets got a crazy ass defense, and I guess he's probably saying that because Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson played together in college, and they seen the chemistry that they had together.
Yeah, so did Aaron Rodgers and Adams.
You can't see what happened.
That's another joke I heard today. Aaron Rodgers.
That's an old duo though, but this is like, I mean, you can really call Justin Fields new because he really ain't had no time to really play yet like that.
Oh no, that nigga had time to play.
Yeah,
we seen that nigga a lot in Chicago.
Yeah, it's Chicago.
We see that nigga a lot in
Chicago. Like Chicago is completely garbage. So,
but
I mean, it might be a nice little situation for him in the Jets, but I don't see them being.
I don't see
them coming out.
I don't see them breathing life into.
Do you have a fraud tape?
Do you have a fraud tape that you heard? Even today with Aaron Rodgers signing a 1-year contract. Like, did you hear any fraud tape?
I did want to
about
talk about that, but
I got a fraud tape.
I don't want to talk about Aaron Rodgers, but I want to talk about this nigga Stephon Diggs.
Ooh, let's talk about Diggs. And my girl Cardi, we got to throw Cardi out there, my girl.
Listen, I was fine. All means do what you do on the field, do what you do with your girl, but nigga, you giving a whole boat of bitches some mollies or whatever the fuck
they
it
said
was.
some pink powder. That's what they was saying.
He giving out mollies?
Yeah, this thing about to lose his fucking contract.
Man, then he starting the whole wave. He's starting the whole wave. This shit popping.
Let's not leak the writer.
He talking about the freak.
And I think his concentration is not on football right now.
I'm gonna say it. Stephon Diggs is a fraud.
Oh, okay.
He a fraud because nigga, outside of Minnesota, what you really did. Even when you was with Josh Allen, you really ain't do too much of nothing. Like, come on, man. You're a fraud, and now you out here doing this shit.
Alright, I know you love Cardi, nigga. You ain't gotta be just because he got
you. I'm putting that shit on record. Cardi uglier than a motherfucker.
Just because he got
you. You talking about my girl Cardi?
She look
like you talking about my girl Cardi?
What you
we not gonna do that.
Listen, you ever
we not gonna do that.
You ever see It with a wig?
No, I saw worse than Cardi. Stop it.
Yo,
you tried it.
So I'm guessing you
look way better.
So leak the writer said you tweaking.
Yeah.
Listen, Cardi looked way better. Cardi looked way better when she was on Love and Hip Hop.
No, she did not.
Yes, she did.
He already. Hey, listen. He already 2 drinks in.
Yeah, that's a liquor. That's a liquor.
Hey, look.
Trez is a fraud. Black is a real fraud.
I told her like it is.
And Torch, I think you a follower fraud.
Damn.
A follower fraud.
I don't like that. We gonna unpack this shit.
We gonna unpack it because, like they said,
why you give everybody the lead?
Because, like y'all said, y'all had Joe. I think you and Torch had Joe Burrow number 2, right?
Yeah.
And you had Joe Burrow number 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason why I feel like that's a fraud take how y'all had Joe Burrow over some of these candidates like Lamar, Josh Allen, Mahomes, you know, and different things. Only because I feel like, so when do we start giving quarterback number one when they didn't make the playoffs 3 years in a row?
See, I gave it to
What
Joe
do
Burrow.
yeah.
I gave it to Joe Burrow because of his ability and what he's able to do on the field.
No, but if you haven't seen it in the big games, how do you say he's number one?
See, it all depends on what your preference is. Do you want to? Are you naming the top 5 quarterbacks because of what they can do on the field, or are you talking about the top 5 quarterbacks?
So, no, we're
because
gonna
of the
look,
win?
okay, so we're gonna look at Joe losses.
Bro, he got a lot of
No,
losses.
no. This year, we're talking 2024.
Yeah, he got
We're
a
gonna
lot
look at
of
Joe's
losses.
losses. Now, the first loss was Pittsburgh. Okay.
Everybody loses. Pittsburgh.
No. We didn't.
We didn't.
Leave the writer said that my sister got a point.
Thank you.
we didn't.
Mwah.
Go ahead.
So, anyways,
Continue.
He said facts.
frauds. They're a bunch of frauds. So, anyways, because if you look at this game, it was 44-38. So to me, Joe had time to come back and
that
do
tells
something.
me everything.
44-38.
That
But
tells
that tells you that their defense wasn't that good either. If Joe
No,
scored
but
38 points.
Yeah, but that
But
was
Joe Burrow
Okay.
didn't come back.
No. Listen, listen.
Like, what are you
What
talking
was the
about?
stats though? What was the stats of that game?
Yeah, like that's what we're talking about, his ability. So if we're talking about
No,
his
first of all,
ability,
Russell
pull up
Wilson
what he
had
did.
400 and something yards in that game.
Pull up,
And I think
okay.
he wasn't
Now pull up
like.
his other numbers.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, you
What-
want to
what-
talk about numbers?
What
go
Joe
to
Burrow
some
had
more.
that game?
Come on, let's go.
I think Joe Burrow had like, hold on. Joe Burrow had like 300 and something. Hold on.
Come on. We already did this take already because they did.
No,
a
Joe
lot of
Burrow
things.
had 309 yards,
Uh-huh.
3 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
Okay.
So that's okay.
That is a great
That's
game
okay
for
you
every
to have
other
a great
quarterback.
game.
For every
That's
other
okay.
quarterback, that is a great game.
Russell Wilson had 414 yards,
So
3
that-
touchdowns, and 1 interception too.
Okay.
And won the game for him.
That
Won
is
the game for
on-
him too,
That is
right?
on the
So,
defense.
Won the game.
If you
Everybody said, "What for them defense ain't
Yo.
good? You scored 38
Oh,
points.
my
That
God.
defense ain't good either."
Yo,
Okay.
you never
So
Okay.
look,
No, I'm not done, Torch.
Huh?
Let me go down the line because y'all some frauds.
so you think that was a bad game for Joe Burrow?
That was
she
just,
don't know
I
what she
relied
talking
on
about.
you.
He said Joe
Get it
Nice.
done.
Joe nice, but he's not it.
Exactly.
He
Okay,
not what?
okay,
Leave
now
the writer say he's nice, but
Oh,
he's
we
not
gonna go
it.
down the
tell
Chargers.
me-
We gonna
tell
go
me
down
you
the
told me
Chargers
him
list.
Here's part of my fraud takes. I got something for you.
We going down the Chargers list.
Go ahead.
Okay? Now listen to this. Joe Burrow, 356 yards, 3 touchdowns, right? He got 3 touchdowns. Listen to this. Herbert, 297 with 2 touchdowns. How the fuck is he getting outplayed?
What?
How's he getting outplayed?
He didn't
He didn't get outplayed, Ernie.
I just said when he playing out all these numbers. How's he getting outplayed?
Because of the defense.
How's he
What's wrong with
losing?
you? His defense is not. It's not stopping nobody. Yo,
Oh my God!
you
Hey, Britt,
He's
you-
trying to stupid right now.
Chargers defense wasn't that good either.
Yo,
The Chargers
yo,
defense
you don't know what you're talking about.
Hey,
The
Britt.
Chargers defense
Yo.
wasn't that good
You don't know what
either.
you're talking
When the
about.
Chargers defense
How
that
is it
good?
having a bad
When the
game?
Chargers defense that
We
good?
just said something. We just said ability.
Britt,
Let me know. Let me know. They
Yo,
still
she
put
don't
up
know what
numbers.
she's talking about.
Yes, I do.
Britt, you just.
He still put up numbers
She
for
don't know
that
what she
team.
talking
You know what I'm
Britt, you
saying?
just said no, but realize
There are the
She
good
just
defense. There
said
are
that
the good
he- that he
defense.
had
Yeah, we
356
talking about y'all act like Joe
and
Burrow
3
with this
touchdowns.
defense.
Britt,
What the fuck do you
What
want
are you
that boy to
talking
do?
about?
What do you want that boy to do?
Britt, you gotta look at
Come
it
on,
though.
man.
You just
I'm
You
not
cool
done.
with niggas
I'm not
throwing
done.
100
I'm not
yards,
done.
but
I'm
niggas
not
don't
done.
wait.
Britt, we not gonna gloss over that shit.
I'm
We
done.
not glossing over that shit. What you talking about, Britt?
What you doing, shit?
You just list the fucking stats, Britt. He
Yeah.
was leading by 100 fucking
He
points.
still lose. He still lose.
Because of what?
Because he don't
You
get
don't watch football.
He
You don't watch football. You don't watch football.
can't get over the
You
hump.
don't watch
He
fucking
can't win the
football.
game.
You don't watch
He can't
football.
win the game when it comes down to it.
No, you don't
When it's
watch
a close
football.
game, he can't win.
Come on, now.
I can't agree with you.
How if you don't got defense, how
When
the
it's
fuck
a
is you
close
supposed to
game, this
win?
nigga don't win.
If you don't have defense, how you gonna win?
The defense.
Come on, now.
Like,
You ain't got defense. It's not part of the game.
game for us against Atlanta?
Saquon.
Against the Rams.
He said Atlanta.
Against Atlanta. He said
Oh, I thought you
Saquon.
said the Rams.
Look, he's
I said what I'm focused on.
Listen. In a way, I can agree with that because Saquon had that ball in his hand.
He had the ball in his hand.
But at the end of the day, our
Kirk
defense
Cousins
got
walked
cooked.
us all the way down the field.
So you mean to tell me
in the
no.
last
So you mean to tell me Joe scored 27, their defense was what?
Who's?
The Chargers. Who was their defense?
The Chargers had a good defense last year.
They had a great defense, and nobody
I'm
scored
telling you,
30.
not a
Nobody.
great defense.
Come on.
But their defense was bad.
It was
It was a high scoring game.
It was a high scoring game. That means their defense is trash.
But if
What
What are we talking about? No, what I'm talking about. If my offensive score more than 30 points on y'all, that was a trash defense.
No, nobody.
What are we talking about?
So
Nobody
it came.
understands what
Like
you're saying.
what?
So you
Nobody
actually saying it
understands
came
what
down to it was an
Yo.
offensive game because it
Exactly. The
wasn't.
defense ain't do
Right.
nothing.
But what I'm saying is that that's all your defense have to do is play a little bit better.
So let
than
me
the
tell you
other
how he
teams.
lost to
That's
Baltimore
it.
the first time.
That's it.
The score was 34-35. You mean to tell me both defenses was great?
No, but what?
Both
What was his
no.
stats? What was his stats?
You mean to tell me that?
What was his stats?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you.
Come on, bro. Like the nigga.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now.
League writer said Joe is not better than Pat, Jalen Allen, or Lamar.
What?
Praise up, we praise Jesus. I don't even need a reason to praise.
Him.
Tell him that's why
I got him
right there.
I'm coming at him already. He got it coming.
I told you I was agreeing with y'all.
He got it coming.
And that's Joe Burrow. No, let me tell you. Joe Burrow threw 428 yards, right? 4 touchdowns.
Joe
Lamar
Barrow
had
was amazing.
290
Yo,
yards.
I don't know what the
and
fuck
4
y'all be
touchdowns.
watching, Lee.
It's still
What do y'all be watching?
It's still lost. Joe Burrow still threw 428 yards. This nigga had 4 touchdowns.
Yo.
This nigga still won.
Yo,
What are you talking about?
she didn't watch the game. She don't know about the game.
How did
She
he
don't
finish?
watch the game.
So you mean to tell me that was a good
She don't
defense?
watch
Lamar
the
had a
game.
good defense if Joe Burrow scored 34.
He
Hey,
wasn't. He
Like, what are we talking about?
He didn't play against good defenses. It was all gunfights. But Barrow made some key mistakes in the end of these games.
So interception is cool with you.
No,
Let me know.
no,
I know,
but it happened.
But she
Interception.
just said,
No, interception is cool
but
with
she
you.
gonna grind the nigga up. So she gonna grind the nigga up for throwing one interception in a game, but yet she'll kick Jalen Hurts' ass.
Jalen Hurts.
He threw 20 last year.
Jalen Hurts is
He
big.
threw 20 last year.
Jalen Hurts.
Yo, it's time to get to my fraud tape.
He had one Joe Burrow keep having
Hey,
interceptions. Jalen Hurts ain't had no interceptions
I'm about to
in
get
that
to my
game.
fraud tape.
That
Fuck
League
that.
writer said 20 in a chip.
Hey, yo. No, he didn't. No, he didn't win the championship the meltdown year. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that was the meltdown.
No, we went home first round. Bad,
I'm talking
bad
about, we talking about this?
Bad face.
We talking about 2020.
When you talking about, no, you can't do that. You can't talk about turnovers, but then say, oh, I ain't gonna talk about her
this
because
line
you were
is
ass.
I said 2020.
Come on, man. You was an ass. You was an ass. Stop kissing ass.
What are you talking about? You don't know what
Come
you're
on,
talking
man.
about.
So
Man, let me do my front tape. Let me do my front tape because of this from.
He said this year.
Let me do
We
my
talking
front
about
tape
this
because of this from.
He said this year.
Everybody
No,
knows
wait,
yours.
wait,
So I'm not
wait.
with
All right.
number 5.
Brett, let me give you some facts though. Joe Barrow threw the most touchdowns this year.
And did he
and
make
he
the
had most
playoffs?
yards, and
Did he make the playoffs?
And he
Y'all
almost-
keep saying it. Where did he go?
We just said that we
Where
were
did
taking
he
off the field.
go?
Brett,
Yo, hey, yo, her argument is so fucking retarded. Because you say, yo, we're taking off a building.
Okay, if
We
Jalen
don't say
Hurts
that
ain't
we're
fucking
taking
make
off
the
a building.
playoffs 3 years in a row, he
We
would
just said that we're taking off a building.
Brett,
Don't drop that dun-dun-dun.
All right, leak the writing. I seen your comment when you said that the Eagles wouldn't win without Jalen Hurts.
fact.
Now,
That is fake.
now to all of y'all,
Ain't no more than
now
that.
to all of y'all fake ass Eagles fans.
You're one of them.
To all y'all fake ass Eagles fans. Let me tell you what I love about my Eagles.
He said,
What I love about my Eagles is that we are dominant on every part of the field. We dominate the best running back, a top 5 defense, top 5 offensive line, top 5 receivers, top 5 tight end. There is no weakness on the Eagles at all. So for y'all to think that one quarterback, that one player can make this dominant team not dominant no more. Who is really not Eagles fans here? Y'all are really not Eagles fans. If I'm saying that the Eagles is dominant all over the field, this is my take. Ron Black take is the Eagles is dominant all over the field. Every time they talk about us, they say this is the best team from top to bottom in the NFL, hands down. Now, what you're telling me is last season, this past season, Saquon Barkley almost broke the record, right? Mm-hmm. Am I correct on that part?
Yep.
Okay. In the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes had 0 in 3 quarters, right? Mm-hmm. All right. I'm trying to think of everything in my head while we're going, because I want to see what y'all think, that why Jalen Hurts is so up here, that y'all feel like our dominant defense that held the best quarterback in the world, so-called, the best quarterback in the world, top flight security in the world, Craig.
So-called.
They held him to 0. Our defense held him to 0.
And we still.
Wait a minute, time out. We held him to 0 for 3 quarters, right? When did he start scoring, cuz?
In the third.
No. Why did he start scoring, cuz?
Because he took the defense out.
Because we took the defense out. So
when did Jalen Hurts start
y'all
scoring,
that, hold on.
When did Jalen Hurts start scoring?
Because they had a defense.
Yo, that is not the argument. Talk if you're listening. Are y'all listening? Wait, cuz. Yes, because he's not listening. I'm saying it. The reason why I'm saying these things is because how are y'all saying out of all the 32 quarterbacks that start in this league, no other quarterback can beat a team with his team holding the opposite team to 0.
I was hoping this nigga wasn't going to bring this conversation up.
No. This is an honest question. This is an honest question. If you hold the team to 0, right? How hard is it for your quarterback to put up enough points to win, cuz? If your defense is holding it to
Are you saying that he couldn't do it on our defense?
Huh?
Are you saying he couldn't do it on our defense?
Who?
Patrick.
I'm saying that Patrick couldn't get nothing on our defense.
True.
We shut that nigga out for 3 quarters, and then because we was blowing them out, they took our whole defense out.
Bled. So is this the first time Patrick Mahomes played against defense, Bled?
No, but this is the first time that's why I'm talking about our defense, nigga. I'm bigging up our defense because when y'all say
what I'm saying, Bled. He just played against San Francisco last year that had a great defense.
Okay, they wasn't us. They didn't hold it to 0 to it.
Blame.
We held them to 0.
Excellent defense on them.
Oh my God, we held them to 0.
You know
that is the difference.
The difference is
the difference is
no,
Brock
exactly.
He can take advantage.
We got Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts playing Super Bowl. I know one thing is gonna get it done. I know one thing in that second chance he was gonna get it done.
Okay, so if you're not gonna answer the question, then stop fucking talking.
Like you act like Patrick Mahomes play with defense. You act like they didn't have a defense out there.
Oh my God!
Jalen Hurts
Sit down.
Like
we are trying to talk civilized. Shut up.
Let me start put a point.
Like you busting
You act like you
Cuz, do Jalen
what are you talking about?
So what I want to know, cuz, my question to you, cuz, is if you're on a team that can hold the opposite team to 0, you're telling me that no other quarterback in the fucking NFL can come on our team with our defense holding the opposing team to 0 and win the game?
I know. I don't think so at all.
I'm saying
y'all are not Eagles fans. Y'all fucking fraud. Y'all fucking fraud. Y'all fucking fraud. You are not Eagles fans. How can you say that? How can you say that? How can you say that? How can you say that our defense held them to 0 and can't nobody else win.
Nobody else wins.
From this or just me?
No, cause well, them two don't see past Jalen Hurts. Them two don't see past Jalen Hurts. They are Jalen Hurts.
We don't know nothing about football.
I'm talking to you, cuz if your team holds another team to 0, because that's what we did, held them to 0. There is no other quarterback in the next. Wait! Oh my God! Jesus,
all that, Trent.
Would you shut up? Let me talk to him. Like damn, because all the quarterbacks in the National Football League that got into the NFL, that is great quarterbacks. That we know that's great quarterbacks. No other quarterback can come on the Eagles and win in the Super Bowl when our Eagles team held the opposite team to 0.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
Great quarterback.
It's one question.
Hold on.
It's one question because don't do this.
Listen. You said great quarterbacks. Are you excluding the top 5?
No,
I'm asking you because I'm getting.
Because I got a list of quarterbacks. I got a list of quarterbacks, cuz.
Are we excluding?
Give us the list, Black.
I got.
No, I want to hear your list.
Hold on.
I bet it's corny.
Are we listening?
You don't even know football. We ain't talking about
You don't know nothing.
Go ahead.
You don't know nothing because you think Jalen Hurts sucks, so you don't fucking know nothing.
Listen, I'm on.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Listen,
I'm not Jalen
Hurts
Hurts
excluding
ass
the
kissing.
top 5 quarterbacks that everybody talks
Put some more lipstick on. Go ahead. What you got?
Oh.
Yeah, because she an ass kisser. She's a butt crack kisser.
You that hater.
Yo, but
You that hater.
No, I'm talking to you. I'm saying, because she gave up all the smooches. I don't know nothing about that. She gave up all the smooches. Yo, but listen.
Go ahead.
Are you excluding the top 5 quarterbacks that everybody talk about?
No, I said any.
I'm asking you is the top 5 quarterbacks.
No, I'm not. No, I never
mentioned
no.
Everybody else.
I never mentioned no other. What I said is there is no other because the statement was
Trevor
the
Lawrence
statement.
can't
Oh
do it.
wait,
Trevor Lawrence can't do it.
Wait.
Brock Purdy can't do it.
Hold on,
Brock Purdy can't do it.
The question what he said and what y'all
That
said was
that
if
can't
Jalen
do
Hurts.
it. That can't even do it.
Wait, y'all said if Jalen Hurts is not there, so that means anybody. That if y'all say if Jalen Hurts is not there, that means if anybody plays, they can't win with our team.
We already know the top 5 quarterbacks.
No, guys, that's not.
Hold on. We already know the top 5 quarterbacks can do it.
No, but that's not what y'all said. Y'all said quarterback. Y'all said if Jalen Hurts is not there, no other quarterback.
I always told you besides that elite four.
I swear. Hold on.
Besides Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow. I always told you.
Time out, cuz.
I always told you.
Now, let me ask you a question. So who the hypocrite here, Angie? Because Leak said I just read the message that he sent. He said without Jalen Hurts, the Eagles lose. So that means any other quarterback. That means any other quarterback can't get it done if it ain't Jalen Hurts. That's what that nigga said. So that's what that nigga said. And he said facts. So if you say facts, then that means you agree with that shit. So if you agree with that shit, both of y'all dumb motherfuckers.
No, you
agree with that. You dumb motherfuckers.
I agree with that nigga because you need Jalen Hurts. You need Jalen Hurts.
You twisting that.
No,
What he say?
Talking about?
What he say?
What was our argument?
No, hold on. Y'all telling me with the type of team that we got, the reason why I feel like it's so disrespectful. Hold on, cuz. The reason why I felt like it was so disrespectful to the Eagles. Tell me why wouldn't I take that as disrespect? Tell me if you tell any other Eagles player that. If you went up to any other Eagles player right now and say, yo, y'all niggas can't win without Jalen Hurts, what they gonna tell you?
So let me ask you a question.
They gonna say what?
Let me ask you a
Nigga, you ain't no
question.
fucking Eagles.
So you mean to tell me Josh Allen? You mean to tell me Josh Allen couldn't do nothing with Joe Burrow team?
What the fuck is she talking?
No, we talking about all quarterbacks here. We talking about all quarterbacks here.
What was the question?
We talking about all quarterbacks here.
Oh,
So,
my
Black,
God,
so hold on, cuz.
I'm trying to figure out because everybody can do something.
about to get black. I'm about to get black. Britt, hold up, Britt.
Your voice is fucking annoying, bro.
And what is yours?
Black, so you just said, so we not Eagles fans because we say without Jalen Hurts, we lose.
Right.
And you say without Saquon, we in trouble.
Because of who? Jalen Hurts. Did I say that, cuz? Because you don't believe
your Eagles team. You don't believe in your Eagles team because without Saquon, you think we going downhill.
Now tell me what I said, cuz. This is what, now, cuz, you witness it with your own eyes that this nigga painting the narrative. Because, why did I say that?
Without Saquon, we going down.
Why did I say that?
That's the wrong question to ask.
But we make the playoffs every year without Saquon.
No, why did I say it?
I can't.
Why did I
The
say
playoffs
that?
every year without Saquon.
No, shut up!
What we talking
Why did I
about?
say that, cuz?
Like, you can't do a fucking thing.
Why did I say that, cuz?
He needed us.
Yo, shut up! Like, yo, you got it for nothing!
Fuck out of here.
Yo, why
yeah,
did I say that, cuz?
Oh my gosh. I'm not saying nothing for the rest of the show.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
not staying quiet.
We got a comment.
No,
That's it.
why did I say it, cuz?
Comment.
What's up? What you taking this
He
number down?
said,
No, wait, hold up.
he
cuz.
said, watch your fucking mouth, Ronald.
Who said that? He said, bro, we ready. Oh, yeah.
He said, watch your fucking mouth, Ronald. Nah, when Jalen did play, we lost. And then he said to the Commanders, that was what the post was about. He said, made to the bowl without Quan.
Huh?
We made it to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
We made it to the Super Bowl without Saquon. We made it to the Super Bowl
You
without
said what,
Saquon.
cuz?
We
Oh,
won
you
the Super
talking about
Bowl
from 2020.
without him getting any
He
yards.
talking- he talking
Ask
about-
him if he talking about from 2022.
No, he talking about when
But-
we made it to the Super
But that's what he's talking about.
Saquon.
We made it to the Super Bowl without Saquon, and for his info, we won the Super Bowl without Saquon.
We won the Super Bowl without Jalen Hurts.
So
We
look,
won the Super Bowl without Jalen Hurts too, then, nigga. Talk facts.
you talking about with Nick Foles?
So what? Hold up.
We talking about Jalen Hurts taking
Oh my God.
We talking about doing Jalen Hurts
But
taking
hold on, cuz, this is what I'm saying, cuz.
This nigga, bro.
When he made up the narrative
There's no
that he
point
just made up,
talking,
right?
Terry.
When he said, yo, you said that if Saquon
You
left,
only wanna
we
hear
was going to
yourself.
fall. Why did I say that, cuz?
Because you don't believe
No.
in Jalen Hurts?
Okay, so everything I'm saying.
So my
is-
narrative is right. You don't
with
like
Jalen
Jalen Hurts, nigga.
If because of the way Jalen Hurts.
So what I was saying earlier
Because of the
from the
way
last
Jalen
video,
Hurts
it's true. This nigga don't believe in Jalen Hurts. So
Yo,
how you
because of the
go
way he played
and
this
go
season.
watch second
this
episode?
nigga
You're gonna
is-
hear him say,
Yo,
"Quote:
because-
Jalen Hurts is great for our
I never
team."
said great. For the Eagles, he is a great quarterback. Don't ever use Jalen Hurts
For our team.
Don't ever use
For our team. And now you hear this nigga
I
saying,
said-
"I have absolutely zero
Hold on.
belief for Jalen
hold on.
Hurts."
He said
Hey,
he could do
God,
it.
bro.
He said he could do that.
Hey, yo. So we just talked about this, right? So we just
Bro.
talked about this.
This nigga don't know how he feel. He don't know how he
Finish
feel.
talking.
He don't know how he feel. He confused. He's a confused
He
nigga.
said, and
He don't
Jalen
know.
outplayed the Pack year in the bowl. He said, Black always moving the goalposts.
He always did.
Hey, yo.
He said, Pack
Look,
always
hey,
moving the
He is
This
goalposts.
nigga don't know how
Hey,
he
cuz.
feel,
Hey,
bro.
cuz. So, cuz.
He don't know how he feel.
So I asked them. I'm gonna ask y'all out there. I asked you, cuz. Was Patrick Mahomes good these past 2 seasons?
He said, Pat's green.
No.
Hold on. No. Wait, time out. Look at the camera, cuz. Look at the camera.
It's
Was
hard
Pat,
to make-
wait,
not
let him
good.
talk, yo. Was Patrick Mahomes good the last 2 seasons?
Pat played underwhelming these last 2 years.
Okay. Time
Everybody knows
out. Wait, stop right there. Now,
Making a
is Patrick Mahomes good? Yeah. How? Because with his narrative, because I said that Jalen Hurts been playing ass, that means that I don't like him. So you're saying that Patrick Mahomes been playing ass, so that means you don't like the nigga, right?
Blake, you have nothing positive to say
I
about
know you
Jalen Hurts.
cannot make your own narrative.
You have
No, I hate that shit,
narrative, nigga.
Don't paint your own narrative.
Jalen Hurts hater. You say
Because I talk about how
hater. Because you don't say how
I'm not
you are saying.
I am not ass kisser.
You gonna talk about this question?
Yo, Lee, I'm lying to you not. Lee,
I'm not ass kisser.
hey, listen, I'm
He
gonna.
said, and Jalen Hurts out playing Pat Swank.
I'm gonna tell
He
you.
don't give a fuck.
Hold up, hold up. I'm gonna tell.
He don't give a fuck. He don't give a Jalen Hurts.
Lee,
If it was Joe Brown, would be like, oh my God, Joe Brown played him 2 times. You won't give that to Hurts. That's crazy to me.
He said Pat is great. He said Pat is great.
He is.
Oh, Pat great?
He is great.
Oh, so Pat's still great. Hold on. Guys. So you just admitted that Pat had underwhelming seasons.
He didn't have the same team either. He didn't have the same team either.
So
What are you
because you
talking
call
about?
him out.
You talking about Joe ain't have a team?
Yo, what
He
the
didn't have a
fuck?
team either.
What the fuck?
We all need this motherfucker talk.
Yo,
I can't ever say nothing.
you keep yelling.
I can't say fucking
No,
nothing.
you can't. Shut up.
That's why
Yo, hey, guys.
shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, I'm not playing no fucking
I don't give a fuck. Shut up.
Blanket.
Shut the fuck
I'm not
up.
doing
Yo,
it.
What the fuck you talking to?
You're lying. You're lying.
But y'all got, but you gotta let him.
It's always
Fuck
him.
you talking
We always
to.
hear him talk.
No, you're fucking
We always hear him
How?
talk.
If everybody on episode know you for it. Everybody know you for it. What are you talking about? Everybody know you.
Britt,
I can't hear him on.
Cause you be screaming.
hold on.
Did you know?
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
Yo,
Chris, I have not said nothing.
yes, you have. You been yelling over the asshole.
Fucking talk.
You been yelling.
We can't never say
No, because everybody hates your fucking
Hold on.
Britt,
Everybody hates your
But
fucking
when I start talking, hold on.
Britt, you don't know what
Why
you're
you
doing
always
right now.
You don't know what you're doing.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and talk, and then she's
Yo,
gonna go.
I'm not saying fucking.
Cause
Go ahead.
when
fucking
you
shut up,
said,
Britt.
when you,
Go ahead.
oh my God, yo, this
Go
fucking
ahead.
energizing
Go ahead,
bunny. Yo, look, when like you said, cause Patrick Mahomes played underwhelming for the past 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can criticize him on his last 2 seasons because of what? You watched him play and you seen that it was underwhelming, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question, cuz. So when I talked about Jalen Hurts, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was I talking about Jalen Hurts after every game? And I was like, yo, cuz, why he do that? Cuz, why he doing this? Cuz, why? We went down every game. So I'm watching him play when I'm talking about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that wrong, cuz?
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Okay, so
But,
why is
see,
it?
All right, let me ask you this. Real personal question. What are 3 nice things you can say about Patrick Mahomes?
I'm not Patrick Mahomes
not
fan.
nice things, good things that he does on the field. What are 3 good things?
I think Patrick Mahomes, all right, so Patrick Mahomes, I like his IQ. I'm not a Patrick Mahomes fan. You should have asked me somebody else. But Patrick Mahomes, I like his IQ. I like that he can throw the ball from different angles. He can throw the ball off balance and he can throw the ball from different angles. And he go to the Super Bowl.
You missed
That's
the
it.
main thing.
And the referees. I gotta get that to you. The referees is the fucking goats.
We have a
You should have asked somebody else. Go ahead.
The NFL
Gotta
fired
comment.
3 referees too for cheating for him too. I don't know if y'all heard about that.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, I was the
What's
first
the
one to call
comment,
that
Ash?
too, cuz I was the first one to
Yeah.
call that cheating
Hold on,
shit. But
read the comment.
He
then I'm
said Pat great, but give credit to Jalen. He outplayed Pat twice. And then he said black the hate doesn't look good on you, bro.
okay, ask him what's the meaning of hate. Not
What you doing? What you doing? Now
What's
I'm
the
gonna talk.
big hate?
Cause let me break this
I'm
down.
gonna
Hold on,
Hold
before you do that.
Go ahead. No, ask him about Jalen Hurts.
What are your 3 great issues or what you like about Hurts?
the tush push.
Go ahead.
He can run, and he win.
That shit was so hard to do just now.
Those are the things I've been saying. See what I'm saying? Niggas want to paint narratives on their standard, because I don't kiss his ass.
What separates Jalen Hurts from Patrick Mahomes?
From Pat, right now, That's not a good question for me because I'm not a Patrick Mahomes.
That's an easy
fan.
answer though.
I'm not a Patrick Mahomes fan. You gotta
You don't
ask
have to
me
be,
something.
though. But
You
listen,
gotta ask me somebody
I'ma
that
tell
I
you-
think
I'ma
high
tell
of.
you-
I
I'ma
don't
tell
think
you-
high of Patrick, bro.
I'ma
So
tell
that's
you-
not a good. That's
Yeah,
not a
but
good person to ask.
those are the quarterbacks we're talking about right now. The main thing that separates both of them is that Patrick Mahomes is a way more, in basketball terms, floor general than Jalen Hurts is.
Oh yeah, well yeah, you give them that. Well, that goes along with IQ though. That goes along with IQ. If you got a higher IQ than the other player, then yeah, of course that goes along with IQ. But when you say that, it's like you. The reason why I said that it's hard to ask me about Pat is because I'm not a Pat fan. I don't think higher Pat. Now, if you said Josh Allen or Joe Burrow, then I can run down what I like about them because I see them when I watch them Bulls and Leak should know this, Mr. Basketball. When I watch Allen Iverson didn't win a championship. But when you watch Iverson, he was better than a lot of niggas in the league. A lot of them. He was better than a lot of people in the league that won championships. A lot of them other people won championships that they put over him. A lot of them won championships. So if we're judging off of championships, then cool.
We're not judging off of that.
Then that's cool. That's what I said.
The argument about Jalen
because I ain't gonna lie to you. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. Because if they say that the argument is over wins, it would be no argument. It would be no argument at all, cuz if that's what they come out and say, right? But because I come out and say I'm judging off of ability, it makes them hot that I don't think as high about his abilities as they do. So it get them hot and they like, oh my God, he gotta be hating because he don't think of Jalen Hurts like I think of him. No, bro. No, bro. It's that I don't think of him the way that y'all think of him. Y'all look at him like God. I look at him like he's another nigga in a banging ass offense, bro. I look at him like he's another nigga on a banging ass team. That's how I look at it, bro. Like that, and that goes to my other fraud team. Shady McCoy.
Hold on, before you get there, go ahead, Torch.
Go ahead.
What you wanted to talk about.
I forgot what I was about to ask you, dog. No, I want to know what makes him good for the Eagles, Blake. Why is he good on the Eagles? If anybody can do the job.
Because I told you what separates him from everybody else, the tush push.
There's more.
So strictly because of the tush push, that's why you would keep Jalen Hurts on the Eagles.
Yes, that's what I feel.
See, my argument with you yesterday when we was
Ladies and gentlemen, do this sound like a man that believes in Jalen Hurts? I want to ask you, do this sound like a man that believes in Jalen Hurts' abilities? Is the only reason you would keep Jalen Hurts is because of the tush push? Because that's the only thing he do better than anybody else.
Now tell them what I said after the Super Bowl. Matter of fact, after the Washington game. Tell them what I said at that time. Because, see, he never talks about that. After that game, did you not hear me say, yo, if Jalen Hurts could do this on a consistent basis, I'll go back to when he was in the Super Bowl year. Right? I did say that, right?
Now, hold on.
Wait, I'm asking if I said
it. Yes, you did.
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm going to tell you like this. You can't. You know how he is in Philly. That statement that you just made is a bandwagon jump, though. Like, you can't sit up there and say, all right, well, if Jalen Hurts is going to keep playing the way he's been playing, then I'm not fucking with him. But if he go back and play the way he played against Washington, then I'm going to fuck with him.
No, that's logical, cuz.
That's
No, it's not.
Shit. That's low-key
bandwagon. No, it's not.
That's low-key bandwagon.
No, it's not. A bandwagon is if a bandwagon
it's like,
is if, hold on, cuz, let me explain
right
bandwagon to you.
You're hearing I don't like you right now.
Hold on, cuz.
As soon as you come out, looking like such and such. Oh, yeah,
wait, cuz. First off, a bandwagoner is if I never liked a nigga. Remember, I liked Jalen Hurts in the first Super Bowl year.
Right.
Once he started playing bad, I was like, yo, he's playing bad. I did the same thing to Joel Embiid. I do the same thing to anybody I like. If you like somebody and they're not playing up to their standard, you are supposed to say something. If you don't say something, that makes you a cock eater. That's what that makes you, bro. If you don't say nothing when they're playing bad. So when I say, yo, Jalen Hurts is playing bad, I don't like what he's doing out there. If I have the right to say that. Hold on. Because you said what you just said. But wait, time out, time out. Because you just
listen, hold on.
Cuz, wait. Because in the Rams game,
a lot of Eagles fans, even though when a motherfucker doing bad, we still fuck with him though.
No, you can't. No.
Eagles fans.
Cuz, whoa. The nigga got booed.
That was one game.
It don't matter. Why would you boo your fucking superstar that you fuck
That
with?
was one game.
No. Why did you boo your superstar?
We boo every fucking star, no matter
Why did you boo him? Why did you boo him? Why did you boo him? Why did you boo him?
hater. I can't stand.
Hey, why did you boo him? So the hardcore haters, watch your mouth, because you got some shit. Watch your mouth, you got some shit. Yo, Kev, why did he get booed? Why did he get booed?
Hold on. What's the comment?
He said, what can Jalen do though? Then he said that you're a hater. He said Black always been a bandwagon bull.
I know he ain't talking. Yo, I know he not talking. Yo.
He said, what's the point of saying that after the nigga ain't got a ring?
I know.
He said he got a
That's a bandwagon. That's a bandwagon nigga right there. After he got a ring, why would I say he played bad? So hold on, no, cuz that is a definition of a bandwagon. Because he won the Super Bowl, he erased the horror that he put.
He won the Super Bowl.
So you erased. Yo,
I forgot. So we make the playoffs.
I give you a pass.
Regular season is okay. Regular season is okay. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Lee, you fucking fake,
forgot.
You are
He don't
fucking
like
fake,
the
dog. Like, it's no
He
way
don't like
that you
Mahomes that
want
go
to say
to the Super Bowl.
that Jalen Hurts
He
had a
don't
good
like
season
Jalen
last
Hurts
year.
that go to the Super Bowl.
It's
But
no
he
way
like
you can say
motherfuckers that
Jalen
just
Hurts
make
had
the
a good
play. He
season
don't
last year.
even like quarterbacks that make the playoffs,
Like,
y'all.
yo.
That's
Like,
it.
yo.
That's it. He don't even like quarterbacks that make the playoffs.
Nobody can hear
My
you.
questions to you is, Jalen Hurts makes it back to the Super Bowl,
Then what?
and he plays against.
I don't want him to be a fucking Jalen
What are you
Hurts
talking
fan.
about?
Every fucking game.
I'm always going to
Like,
go for
you're
my
not.
Eagles.
You're not a Jalen Hurts fan. Even
I'm always
if
gonna
he
go for
make
my
another
Eagles.
Super Bowl. No.
He gonna get away
I'm
with
always
saying
No, he can never say that to me.
He gonna get away with
Everybody
saying
here is fucking Jalen Hurts fan.
Listen.
No, I don't gotta suck dick.
I'm pulling all the videos up.
Like, go ahead. You smooch up. Like, come on. You smooches.
And I
You give up
would,
them smooches, not me. Not me. Like, you tripping.
And
That's
I
what you
would.
like about him.
And
You
I
like
would.
that you know what I mean? Like, don't put that on
Don't do
me.
that.
Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. If that nigga play bad, play bad.
I'm only going to
Get
give
the
you
fuck out of
AFC
here.
quarterbacks against Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl. Who do you have winning? Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts?
What you saying?
I'm
You can't
asking
ask me that.
I'm not talking about the Eagles. I'm just talking
So you
about
saying if Jalen Hurts go to another team? If Jalen Hurts go to another team? No, because you can't. How can you not say the Eagles? That don't sound. That sounds crazy.
Listen,
If Jalen Hurts
reason
go
I'm
to
saying
another
this is
team.
because the last two Super Bowls that Jalen Hurts has been in, he's outplayed everybody.
No, cuz.
He
The
has.
last two Super Bowl, this last Super Bowl, we lost the last one. We lost that one that he made. So if y'all want to talk about wins, we lost that one. Okay, this last one, like I said before, which you conveniently keep forgetting, and it's bad because you was a defensive player. That's the bad thing, is that your take is always defense win championship. Wait,
I'm
time
not
out.
talking about defense. I'm talking
No,
about
God, no, whoa.
I'm not talking about defense.
Flag on the play. Flag on the
Not
fucking play.
talking
Yo.
about- you know what the
How the
difference
fuck?
is.
How the
You
fuck
can't
am I?
have
How the
a
fuck are we
conversation
going to
if no
talk
one
about
having a
the whole
conversation.
team
Listen, we
and
know
then
what the
exclude the
defense
whole
did, though.
team?
We know what the defense did, though.
No, cuz. So that don't
I'm
matter.
strictly saying if it comes down to Jalen Hurts going against AFC quarterbacks,
He be
who
winning.
do you have?
And you talk
In the
about
Super Bowl.
if he's on another team.
Listen, quarterback.
I'm always first off. Hold
You know
on,
what? He
cuz.
got
First
hurt.
off,
Nobody else got
hold
on
on,
different teams.
hold on, cuz.
But Jalen Hurts.
No, if you
That's
take away,
crazy. That's
take away
crazy.
our whole team, you gotta literally take away everybody.
You take
Cuz
away
we are fucking loaded, cuz. That's not
I
not
can't you. Oh my gosh.
No,
I
you're
can't.
asking a question. You're asking.
I can't. Who's a fucking dickhead?
No, you.
Yo, like, you
Yo,
playing
I
we
She
can
keep
afford
fucking
it.
talking
We
about
can
fucking
afford
internet.
it.
All right. Shady McCoy. Come down to the front. I love you, my brother, but that take that you had about Brock Purdy, fraud take. Now, you said Brock Purdy shouldn't have got the money that he got.
I agree.
Brock Purdy
No, I don't.
saved. Now this is what this Brock Purdy saved people jobs in San Fran because they went out and traded everything to get a number one quarterback, right? He went number one overall, Trey Lance, right?
Was he?
Yeah, he went number one.
Yeah.
They traded everything. They traded their whole future to go get Trey Lance. Trey Lance turned out to be a bum. So niggas was about to get fired. Everybody was about to get fired in San Fran. Brock Purdy came in and saved everybody's job. He saved everybody's job.
What year are you talking about?
When he came.
What you mean? When he first
When he
came
was
in,
Mr. Irrelevant?
yeah. When he first came in, he took them.
So that had nothing to do with Christian McCaffrey.
No, we
Yeah,
didn't. That's not what we're talking about.
That is what we're talking about because
no,
he didn't
see what I'm
carry.
saying? You see what I'm saying, Kaz?
But
We are talking about Brock
Hey,
Purdy.
he
I need
said
you
about
to say,
Saquon.
wait, Black.
Hey,
I need you to hear this
Oh
though,
my
Black.
God.
Every
Yo.
day.
Let him get his.
Yo,
Go ahead,
because
but I
I'm
mean-
talking something totally
Because
different.
I hate when he
else.
I hate when he show me hypocritical things.
Oh my
though.
God,
Go ahead.
Yo,
Let him
cuz.
get
Go
his
ahead,
out.
cuz.
Let him
Yo,
criticize
Brock
him.
Purdy saved everybody's job, right? The reason why I feel like Shady McCoy is a fraud is because he got on camera and said, "Oh, Brock Purdy got the all-stars around him." He said that. Shady, you said that out your face. You said Brock Purdy got all-stars around him, so he don't deserve that money.
Why do I feel like this about to go back to Jalen Hurts?
It is.
It is.
Now,
See?
Shady. Now, the reason why this is a fraud take is everybody said that Jalen Hurts got all-stars around him. So why was you okay with him getting $230 million, but you're not okay with Brock Purdy getting his money? When up until last season, they had identical careers.
I'm gonna answer for shit.
Literally. Hold on. Literally.
See an Eagles fan.
Wait, time out. Literally. Okay. That's cool. If he say that, I'm cool with that. Cause that's a problem. But what I'm saying is, cause
Philly changed his life.
but what I'm saying is that it's still a fraud take because you're saying they literally had identical careers up until last season. They both went to the NFC Championship twice. They both went to the Super Bowl. Before, so they had identical seasons when they both got paid. You see what I'm saying?
Do you think that Brock Purdy is still going to have the same success he had ever since he done lost to people that he lost?
I think they're going to build around him. San Fran is not one of them teams. San Fran is not one of them teams that I feel like is going to be going to be down for too long. They're not one of them. They're not one of them teams that's like another Pittsburgh. I just don't see them like they're going to find some way to get to be good. They're going to find some way to be good. They're not going to be down for too long. I don't feel that way about San Fran.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Hold on. Before you say that, you said that once Jalen got paid, Jalen fell off, right? And that's what most happen. Everybody knows this. That's usually what happens with quarterbacks that get paid. Next year they usually fall off. So what's the difference of Brock Purdy not falling off this year after he just got paid?
I didn't say it's a difference.
Do you think it's going to happen?
I don't know.
Then why would you say that you feel like they never going to fall off?
No, I said I don't feel like you know how, okay, Pittsburgh is not a good team.
Yeah,
but they always go to the playoffs. They always good. All right, so what I'm saying is, okay, with San Fran, how many years can you say that them niggas is just bad? It's not a lot of years, cuz in the last decade. It's not a lot of years. It's not a lot of time in the last decade that they're just
This
bad.
is the first year though that they actually lost a lot of fucking pieces this year.
No, they lost a lot of pieces, but they're going to build. I believe when you pay your quarterback $260 million, I believe they're going to build around him. You see what I'm saying? When they paid Dak Prescott, Dak Prescott $260,
right.
And they went and got him George Pickens now.
Right.
George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb. They're trying to build around him.
But the difference is they stuck with fucking Brandon Ayuk.
Sure is.
With that $100 million
I don't
contract
know.
that
I
he
don't
got.
know if they.
With that
I don't know if I can
that-
see that.
with
And
that
then
$100 million
hold on.
contract he got.
And then to be fair, I'm not going to sit up here and act like Brandon Ayuk just going to be washed this whole time, because the season right before he got paid, the nigga had 1,400 yards.
But why though? Why though?
What you mean why?
Why? Because a lot of attention was taken off of him, so he was always open.
It's still going to be a lot of attention taken off from Christian McCaffrey coming back.
It ain't about
Christian
Christian. It's
McCaffrey
not
coming
about
back.
Christian. It's not
Ryan
about-
Jennings
it's
Ryan
not-
Jennings
it's not
is
about
becoming the
Christian
star.
McCaffrey.
Debo not
It's
gonna
not
be
about
there
Christian
either.
McCaffrey. It's about Debo.
Ryan Jennings is becoming the star.
Listen, teams had to play Debo the way that they play Saquon.
But you know who they
Because
said
of what
supposed
he
to
does
be
on the
deep.
field.
You know who they said who they expecting to step up in that place, right?
Who?
The boy that got shot, Parasol.
Yeah, he's nowhere.
They expecting him to take
nowhere
his
near
place.
compared to
They already said that. And
He's a good receiver, but he's not.
He's
one
a
of
good
them boys
receiver.
that's
But
gonna run the
all
ball
I'm saying
crazy.
is that I believe that they're going to build a team around him. I don't look at San Fran. San Fran is not one of them teams that I look at and be like, oh yeah, them niggas gonna be bums forever. No.
Not bums forever, but I think
them
they're gonna
niggas
be
aren't.
bums for the
They
next-
coach is too good.
I think they're gonna be
Their
bums
coach
for
is
the
too
next
good.
2
Their
years.
their culture. San Fran coach. Certain teams are culture teams.
I think they're in the rebuilding
Yeah.
stage.
Pittsburgh Eagles.
They're not going nowhere in
Like
2 years. They're
certain
not going nowhere in
teams.
2 years.
Certain teams is culture
I
teams.
see.
Even Dallas. Dallas is a
I want
culture
to get
team.
back to that Dallas point because they talk about Dak Prescott is in rebuild stage.
Yeah,
When the coach said that, I said, "Now come on."
Mm-hmm.
How many times you gonna be the rebuild stage?
But
You know what I mean?
It's that Philly walk, walk.